Obi, this way. Come on, up. Come on, up. Come on, up this way. That's my boy. Let me move that over there. Good evening and welcome to the show. Tonight I'm going to be putting Obi on the frame because I just want to tidy this area up and a little bit on the sides just to get that line cut, get it really nice. Let me just refresh my page here. What I've done is I've increased the size of my screen so that I can see what's there. I realised yesterday that when I do cutting on Obi, I have to be just on a t-shirt and not with shirt because the hair gets in it, and I'm very irritated by hair in that sense. So I usually better off just being with a, oh, I can feel a dew claw there. I'm going to cut a dew claw off tonight as well. I just found it. Come on. Oops. I've just put them on the frame. The thing about putting on the frame is make sure there's nothing under here it can get tangled up, if you know what I mean. Sort of like between his man bits and his other man bits, is sort of like in between them in that area. And I always make sure you bring this down so they can't step out of it, and they can step out of these things. Obi can anyway. Obi's a bit like, what do you call him, Houdini. Take the collar off. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm actually going to go back to doing live shows during the week, Monday to Friday at 8 PM. That way people in the UK can actually get to watch, because I realised that at 12 o'clock Monday to Friday during the week, mostly Americans at work, and it's at weekends I can do the shows a little later, like 12 o'clock, and that way it sort of like keeps me up to date, so people in America can sort of tune in. But because I'm using the phone to do the live videos now, the quality of the actual sound and the quality of the visual is actually much more improved. So last night we did from here up to about here. Now this is the area I wanted to be a bit more cautious of, because this is where the mane should be, right here, and I just cut just below it. So what I want to do is actually find where I want it exactly start, and it's about here. And because I'm cutting tiny little bits, I don't want to be overdoing it, because the mane is what gives the line look. So what I'm doing is I'm back combing and I'm pulling the hair up, and I'm looking for where it's really long and just shortening it just a little bit at a time. And I don't want to cut too much off, because we are coming into the winter now. I want to make sure that he's got enough hair on him to keep him going over the winter months. And because there are newspapers over here, I don't particularly read the newspapers, but I do keep up with the weather, and I've got the weather app, and I read stories, and we could be in for a right rough winter this year, so that little bit extra hair on the body will be good for the dog. But then again, I mean, the dog can always wear a jacket for the if it's really, really bad. But as you know yourself, if you've got a TT, they love the cold. They absolutely love it. I know it's usually when there's been snow, and there's been a couple of times when we've had snow, and Obi's noticed that he's had a whale of a time. He never ever wants to come in, he just wants to be out all the time and play in the snow. You can't lay down on that, mate. help if I came over there, wouldn't it? Would be. But because he's on the frame, I can see areas that I need to sort of like pay attention to. I mean, it is much easier with the clippers. Must be a tickly spot there. Just take a little bit off it each time. No need for big mistakes. Little mistakes are okay. Little mistakes you can fix. I've noticed since doing the last show yesterday with using the phone, I've got a lot more views, and I think it's because the quality of the phone is much better. Stand still a second, mister. I'm going to take a trip to Eastbourne tomorrow, go to the pound store, see if I can get a pair of those, what do you call them? Barber's combs. And how I'm using this is I'm putting the comb under the hair and cutting from this side. Just little lines along. One that stops it from looking like lines, and it is an uneven cut, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the really tall bits out of the way. So that's quite good now. I'm getting the length here, particularly on this side. Let me see if I can come around this side and do a little bit round here that way so you can see it from all directions. Yeah. Underneath, and just cutting all the really long hair. You need to keep your head that way, mate. I'm using the wide side of the teeth here to actually do the actual cut. Now you've got to stay around that way, darling. I'm just gently lifting the comb up, maybe an inch or so. Like I says, I don't want to cut it right back. I want him to have a little bit of length here because of the winter coming. I don't want him getting too cold. But like I says, if it is really, really cold, which I doubt he'll be bothered by it anyway. Bit of a brush here just to see if there's any loose hair. Oh no, not that brush. Where's the good brush, eh? I know I've got it on me. Right, where was that dew claw? Was it over this side? Yeah, it is. It's over here. Okay, I have to go down the other side. He's got a dew claw here. I just noticed when I brought him up on the table, I like to take them off when they're there, because one thing about a dew claw is it will grow and grow. And I remember once he was yelping every now and then when he was walking, and what it was the dew claw got in the way. Just grab my glasses. The good thing is to isolate the dew claw, get all the hair out of the way so you can exactly see the spindly thing. Let's just move that. There we go. That's how easy it is to take a dew claw out. When it's that size, it comes off so easy. And you don't cut it right back, you cut it to within maybe 2-3 millimeters. And that way, because these things will always grow anyway. Now tonight, to finish off, I've got some lavender springs here. Now lavender springs are really, really, really good for the hair. I'll take him off this now, he doesn't need to be on it. I want to just do a little bit each time. This is not so much the lazy man's way of doing grooming, but if you're actually starting to groom your dog for the first time, you slowly do a little bit at a time. I mean, this is the reason why a lot of groomers use these and they shave dogs, because they can't, it's too much effort to spend like 3 hours wrestling with a dog. Now let's start putting this hair up in his bunches. I noticed that his hair's getting really long, and sometime over the weekend I will be doing the front hair, trimming it down, getting it ready. Now how I do his hair is I grab a little portion of it and just give it a little comb through. Particularly the area that I want. I've got my little bands here. Loom bands are really good for this. Now when I want to take these out, the loom bands out of the hair, what I tend to do is I just cut them out. Much easier than trying to sort of wrestle, trying to untangle it, because what happens is the hair all gets in the way and you only need to do it a few times. Yeah, that's better. Now I can see where I'm putting this. There, a little bit of lavender in the hair. It's easy as that. It's really easy. Yeah. And also, this is a very good method to, when you want to, like if you're really against, I know a lot of dogs don't really like the chemicals from these flea powders. This is nature's own remedy. Nature sometimes gives you the best methods for controlling fleas and ticks, as well as diet. On Monday I'm getting all his food delivered, so I'll be doing the dog's dinner shows again soon as well. Now I always find about 2 or 3 little bunches in the hair, put a little sprig of lavender in, and it'll freshen his head up as well. He does need a bath, and I booked an appointment with the groomers, which is going to cost me £30 to actually have him bathed and dried. I told him I don't want him cut in any way. They don't touch his fur. Not his fur, they don't touch his hair. They say, oh, but he looks like he's got mats. I goes, he hasn't got mats because I groom him every night. See, they're just looking for the big payday. Just like sometimes groomers are very similar to vets. They see our dogs as cash cows. There we go. There we go, stand up. Stand round. There we go. You can see his eyes. And that's usually when I'm getting ready to do his hair. Now that will actually stay in there for a couple of days actually, but tomorrow when I do the show, and it'll be at 12 o'clock because it's the weekend, I'll be doing his face tomorrow. Focus on his face, on cleaning, so I'll be using corn flour, I'll be using the slicker brush, it will be on the frame for this, and we will get that face fixed out. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good Friday the 13th. I know a lot of people find it unlucky, but I've actually always found Friday the 13th a lucky day, considering what I've come from and the people that I've been taught by. Is I always to treat it as much like a Halloween for a lot of people of my ilk. And I've always enjoyed Friday the 13th. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people stay in their house all day, the fear of something happening. But if you use the thought form strong enough and often enough about Friday the 13th being bad things will happen. So I've always seen it as a lucky day, because that's what I was taught to see it as a lucky day. So anyway, thank you all for watching. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock for our American audience, but for Monday to Friday, the shows will be done at 8 o'clock GMT British time. And because I realise that actually a lot of people in the UK do watch, but they usually tend to get it on catch up. So hopefully if I put it to 8 o'clock, because that's just the time when people have got home, they've had their dinner and they're sort of like fagging out for a little while, and they're just having that little pudding hour. So hopefully the show's being at 8 o'clock will actually gather more people to come, but also because the results on the phone are much more superior than the computer. Although I can use the video camera and the microphone, what I realised with the microphone that I've got, even though it's expensive, it's one of the ones, it has to be that away from your face. You see what I'm saying? That's why people couldn't hear me. But with some reason with the microphone on the iPhone, it's a boom microphone, so the sound can travel. It can pick up sound from about 10-15 feet away. So that's the reason why the camera, the videos done on the phone are actually far superior to anything that I can do on the computer at the moment. But obviously that will change in time, but for the time being all the shows are going to be on the phone, and because it makes a separate recording, which means I can upload them onto YouTube. So anyway, thank you all for watching. All just to say is good night, God bless and take care. And we'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. Now, the only drawback to the phone is I've got to come over and say, oh, what did I do with my glasses? Did I put them in my thingy? What have I done with my glasses? Did you? Oh, there they are. I couldn't see them for looking at them. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hello, Jackie. Jackie Stanley. Hello, Eileen Mackenzie. Thank you for watching, ladies. I will see you all again soon. And good night. God bless and take care.